Hey guys, Jason coming at you again, Surviving Dad Life. Today, I'm getting to start a new project, something I've always wanted to have at my house, and I'm finally getting to get it done. I got a flagpole. This flagpole, I'll put a link down in the description below where you guys can pick one up yourself, is going to be 25 foot tall, and I'm only going to want to have one flag on it, and it's going to be the only flag that you should ever put on a flagpole. So if you don't like me for that, bye-bye. Anyway, the hole, I've already started digging it because I can't get any of my kids to help me out to dig, and I'm an old man with a hurt back, so I had to do it myself. It's 25 foot, and I only had to go down roughly 20 inches. When I put the pole in, though, I'm sleeving it, okay? This is just a piece of, it's not PVC like Schedule 40 PVC, it's like CPVC, it's thinner. And if you're ever working on or building a house and somebody puts CPVC in your house, slap the snot out of them because it's cheap junk. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this set in the hole. I'm going to mix up my gravel mix, and then I'm going to put some rebar pins to stabilize this while I fill it with rebar. So the next thing I do is I'm going to beat the crap out of Colton. Okay. I was going to use 4 of these in the hole to stabilize it, but I might just use 2. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in across the hole like that and like that. And then my PVC will set right in here against these just to stabilize it while I'm filling it up. And then also it's going to help hold the concrete in where it's not wanting to shift or go off cant while it's in the soil, because this soil is kind of soft up here. So you take your shaft and you ram it in the hole. Yeah, I said it. Okay. The other thing is, after I do all this, I'm going to put like a tree ring around here, and we're going to put some gravel in it with some landscaping fabric down to help keep the weeds from growing up through it. Okay, I'm not going to tell you how to mix up your gravel. I've just done it enough that I know when and how much. So when you get your own and you start mixing it up, good luck. I always do it in stages. I'll do a little bit of water, then I'll mix up and get all the water absorbed into the material, and then I'll just kind of judge it and see if I need to do more. Basically, when all the powder is gone and then it's all relatively wet, that's when I'll stop. While I'm mixing this, just get over here into this and get this, and I can use it as B-roll. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to take my PVC, and I've already put some duct tape on the end of it. Reason being is because after I set this in there and get the concrete poured all around it, I don't want any crap getting in it overnight, because after I set this, I'm not going to put the flagpole in it until the next day. Oh, good job, dude. When you put your concrete in there, don't just dump the shit in there. Sorry, crap. Because you're going to knock it, everything all helter-skelter. Take your time. Okay, once I get this thing just about full, I'm going to take my iPhone and make sure that it's, and I know everybody's going to say this, but make sure it's level. I'm not looking for level, I'm looking for plumb, which is straight up and down. Okay, I've got it on there. Hopefully you can see that. And it's plumb, it's straight up and down. So while we wait on that concrete to set up, we're going to start building the little edging around it and with the rocks in there. All right, I've got the pole. It's the next day. I didn't put down the hardware cloth and stuff like I was going to, because one of my kids showed up, wanted to take me to dinner, which means, hey, I want to go out to dinner and you're buying. So we didn't get home in time to finish anything up. So what I'm going to do next, I went ahead and I've got one of the poles in. I'd started it because I didn't want the PVC to like compress or collapse down. I wanted it to still stay rigid, so I went ahead and entered the first pole and got it in the ground. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this landscaper's cloth and put it down. That way my little ring that I have down here doesn't have weeds growing up in it. Hopefully it doesn't. I've used this stuff before, and I think it just depends on how well you put it down as to like how good it does. So I'm just going to start here, put a section of it down, and then we'll put the ring around this. Okay, and then to start it off, I've got landscaping staples, and I'm going to go bigger than what I'm anticipating it to be, just in case. I don't really need the sledgehammer. The ground's pretty soft right here. I can push these down. Okay, I'm just going to put enough around the perimeter of it so it doesn't move. I might put 2 layers down, I don't know yet. All right, you see how I do it, so I'm just gonna throw the next one down. You guys, I'll speed this up so you don't have to watch the whole thing. All right, the edger I'm using, I can't remember the name of the brand. I'll put a link in the description below where you can see that. It's made out of recycled rubber, so you can see how flexible it is. And this one's colored red. It comes in multiple colors, but I'm going to put this all around the edge of it. These pieces go together with these stakes. And in between each stake, there's a black plastic piece. It looks like a U that connects the pieces together. So I'm just going to kind of roughly get this in the size I need it. And then you just shove it through. You might need, depending on how hard your ground is, a little sledgehammer to get the stakes in. And then each section or intersection has 2 stakes, and it goes into that joining piece that holds them together. And that's it. Each end of the piece has a stake, and then in the center has a stake too. So I'm going to put all these in. Okay, I got everything staked down in the middle to hold that in. What I'm doing now is I'm cutting this landscaper's cloth from around the edges so I can pull it up. All right, I've got my fabric down. The next thing I'm going to do is, and I made a mistake, I shouldn't have busted them open yet. I'm going to put my pea gravel in. You know, easy stuff. All me is dumping a bag. And I've got 3 bags of the stuff. I'm just going to dump it in, and I'm going to get me a rake and spread it out. Oop. All right, I'm going to give me a rake, and I'm going to spread all this stuff out evenly. All right, I've got, some of it pulled and leveled out. Now, it doesn't look the best, doesn't have the best color, but also it's dirty. So once it gets a little bit of rain on this, it'll clear up and it'll look better. I might even wash it. But anyway, that's gonna be my ring. Now I'm gonna start putting the pole together. This pole that I got came from Vevor. Anyway, the pole is 25 foot tall, and it comes in 5 sections, and they're all labeled. This is section 5 that's in here, and then I'm going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to get the rest of the hardware that goes with it, and then we'll put it together. The bottom pole here is where my cleat is going to attach to. So we'll put that on first. And it came with a little screwdriver. I could have got my own tools out, but this kit only has 3 screws in it, so there's no sense of getting a power tool out for this. Okay, and it's attached. Now I need pole 1. Okay, this is going to be my peak pole. Okay, and this is the cap that goes on for your rope to feed through. And then screw goes in the back side of this. This secures this to the pole. Okay, now it won't turn. When I put this up, you kind of do it backwards. I don't know what my dogs are barking at. So I'm going to feed this through the eyelet here. Okay, I got the poles attached. All right, I got the poles to slide in there. Now I need to bring it down and get this tangle untangled. All right. And that is going to be my flagpole. Anyway, I'm just going to thank you guys for following along. If you guys want to get your own pole, I'll put a link down in the description where you can get one yourself. And that's pretty much it. The only other thing I'm going to do now is I've had these out here all night. I've got some spotlights. I'm going to put these down in here. That way they can shine up on my flag. That way it's illuminated at night. But anyway, you guys, thanks for watching and sticking around in this episode of Surviving Dad Life. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.